fucking Doors of Stone, and Act 3 by the Proto-Men are all going to come out at the same time. I'm not going to know what to do.
Yeah. I could see that.
Obviously, let up the audiobook
Just
in
to
one
spite
ear,
you.
the album in the other ear, and try to read fucking Winds of Winter. You just have no idea what's going on.
That's certainly.
Well,
Remember that one part where Sansa's Stark shot Woodman? She used the sympathetic binding.
all right.
Oh, that'd be a real weird setup.
No, that's not the crossover anybody's looking for.
Except for me. I want that crossover.
Oh yeah. Here, let's put these.
All right.
Yeah.
At least those two. Yeah, we can do that.
I'm kind of happy that I didn't spend the $30 on the playmat for Ankh. In part because it makes all those individual boards into one big mat. Which just means it's more unwieldy to put out.
Yeah. All right. So, which episode? So what number is this now?
Wait, what number is this?
That's basically the intro to the show, isn't it? Just so where are we? What number is this?
I know the name of the episode, but I don't remember the number of the episode. I know we're like halfway through the season or some shit.
No, yeah, we're getting.
We're flipping along. I
When
know
you're
that.
looking it up, I'm going to get some water real quick because I think I'm going to need it.
Don't be so excited, Marty.
Yeah, there's 22 episodes. And we are in episode 10. Okay, here's a question, Andre, because I don't remember if we actually rated. I remember I meant this before. I don't know if we.
Oh
actually,
yeah, that we didn't really get a rating on the last one.
I don't know if we did. We might have, and I just didn't write it down, or we just shit on the episode, then shit on the rating system.
We definitely did that. That's
without
100%.
ever actually putting
I
an
have
episode in the rating system.
I have no doubt that
So
we.
I know it's at best of one.
It definitely is at best of one.
My question is, does it get lower than a 1?
I thought I said something like 0.5 is what I
I'm
was.
fine with a 0.5. I'll pencil it in at 0.5.
So penciling in.
Previous.
That was the
episode.
previous episode. Was at 0.5.
Yeah.
Have we hit negative numbers?
No.
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 We
No.
haven't
Blue's
done a
Boy is
negative.
the lowest rated one.
All right.
We also the episode before that I don't have a rating for. I don't know if I just forgot to write it down. We might have to go back and listen.
All right.
Probably have to go back and listen. I'm
Probably.
pretty sure we did that one.
Yeah.
We probably did the other one and just forgot.
I still think we might have just shit on the episode, then shit on the rating system, and then never actually pushed the two together.
No, that.
No, I do remember the comment of me going, our thing isn't too crazy. And then it was something like 3.7, then 3.43.
There's six. There's 6 flat, 6, and then it goes 682, and then 697.
No. We definitely shit on the episode, and we also shit on the rating system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is undisputed.
Yeah.
But question is whether we shouted out a angry 0.7 or whatever before we.
It's 0.5. That's what
we've decided.
All
It is
right.
now
That's
0.5.
All right.
It went
Okay.
down by a whole 0.2 based off my imaginary. Well,
Yeah. Imaginarily. Anyway, this is episode 10, kind of a drag.
Uh-huh.
So, let me get back to my notes now, because now I was in the other shit here. Yeah, let's see. I watched this on the 17th.
I scrubbed through it again real quick just to get the
Yeah,
beats.
so like a month, like 2-3 weeks back.
Oh yeah.
I watched this episode. So anyway, so the episode starts with what looks like a scene cut out of regular Baywatch. Really?
Yeah, just two chicks on not a lifeboat, speedboat, and a guy.
Yeah. And they find a dead dude.
Yeah, they just go diving randomly in the middle of the ocean and find a dead guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You forgot your water, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, oh, water.
I poured it. I don't know where the fuck I put it.
Directly down the sink.
So yeah, they find a dead body in the water, seemingly in the same place that the murder uncles
Yeah,
did shit in the last.
as far as we
episode.
know, it was right next to where the last episode ended.
Yeah,
As far as we know.
it's in the same shallow pool of dead bodies that all Baywatch Nights episodes take place in now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they call Baywatch.
Like
to come
actual
in.
Baywatch.
Yeah,
Oh.
because when you find a dead body in the water, fuck the Coast Guard. Let's get the fucking lifeguards in here. I'm pretty sure Baywatch had a hostile takeover of the Coast Guard at this point.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works for them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had to report, in case the dead body was drowning, right?
I mean, I think that's the thing is that they find somebody and so Baywatch goes out to maybe save her, but person's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get very, very high quality acting of it's a man because it was dressed like a woman.
Yeah. The body they just see the body is floating face down underwater, has long hair. So they just think, oh, it's a woman.
Yeah.
Send out people, but yeah, when they pull the body out, they pull off the wig too.
Yeah.
So then,
And then the guy's like, it's a man. It's awful.
well, these are like D-list Baywatch.
Yeah, I know. They're
so-
the people that couldn't cut regular Baywatch, and so they
Oh,
send them
wow.
down the street to Baywatch
That-
Nights.
Yeah,
That's a level.
Yeah.
This is Baywatch's Delta Force.
It's like Gamma Flight Baywatch.
Right.
And so then that gets us to our cold open. And so then we come back from opening and Baywatch Hoff is chasing a dude.
Yeah. As he
the beach.
usually does. He's
Yeah.
just chasing a guy.
And so and every Hoff chase ends in one of two places, right? And this one's the first option, which is the beach.
Random beach kiosk.
Yeah. And this one sells vases.
Yeah.
I guess for some reason. You want to go down the boardwalk and buy a vase?
Well, how else are you going to hold the salt water?
Hoff is very sweaty in this chase scene.
Right. I believe he narrates it and is like gasping while he's doing it.
Yeah, it's not a good look for Hoff.
Yeah. He's running after him. And his
It's
narration.
his Navy SEAL training.
Right.
But see, here's the thing. He wins a fight.
No, yeah. He
Yeah.
kicks this dude's
Oh
ass.
shit! Really?
Yeah. So my hypothesis is that he was sweaty enough that it constituted as being in water, which is Hoff's favorite terrain. We know that for a fact.
Right. No,
Oh,
he's
God.
won every fight underwater, I think.
Yeah, it's the only place he won a fight is in water before.
True.
Maybe they took the Navy SEAL part seriously, and that's
So-
he's only allowed to.
Right.
So yeah, it was just enough sweat to constitute that,
He got
water
the-
terrain.
Yeah, he got the water train bonus.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it turns out he multi-class Navy SEAL and Ranger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and it's just like a random asshole. This part doesn't matter for the rest of the episode. They just needed him to chase somebody down and beat him up for a few minutes.
It just showing him doing what he
Yeah.
regularly does.
I honestly don't even remember what he said in the narration stuff, but I don't think it mattered.
Oh no, he's just talking about. He is basically just talking about being a PI.
Yeah,
That's what that's like half of his narrations. He's just like when you're a PI.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And
How many episodes has it been that they had to establish that he's a fucking PI?
They have
Well,
to keep establishing
yeah.
it because he's also on Baywatch.
It's true. He's also part of Baywatch.
That's how you know it's Baywatch
Yeah.
nights
Yeah. But it takes place during the day.
during day.
So does every episode of Baywatch start with "Life is a lifeguard"?
I don't know. I haven't watched.
You know,
But this,
I've seen like a couple episodes of Baywatch, and I think that actually is a big part of it.
the big thing
God.
about Baywatch Nights, though, is that it's trying to be like a noir. The
Yeah.
first season is all set up as like noir detective, but Ellaby's busy making chicken rolls.
Yeah, it's just noir, but not. That's the weird thing about
Yeah,
it.
it's what it is it's early '90s syndicated noir. That's just what it
Yeah.
is.
Oh.
Actually, mid '90s. It's
Yeah, it's very
I
weird.
was gonna say like Cosby Noir, but there was I Spy, and that was probably closer.
I think Cosby Noir is something you put in somebody's drink. She's not blacked out. She's in a Cosby Noir. Anyway, after this happens...
Yeah, anyway, the real point of this is it gets him a date.
Yeah.
Because the lady, the dude he's chasing, like grabs random lady as a hostage.
Yeah. And he just...
Then
shit out of him anyway.
hostage kicks his ass anyway, and then gets the date with the lady.
Yeah, and he's like, how you doing? And then we go to one of the few parts that actually takes place at night.
Yeah, this is actually at night. Very super foggy as shit.
Yeah. This part is one of the weirder parts. So, there's a guy going to his car, and then there's a weird dude on a fire escape playing saxophone solo while this all goes down.
Yeah, that's...
On a fire escape?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just hanging out on a fire escape
Yeah.
playing the saxophone.
Yeah. While this guy walks to his car and then gets the shit beat out of him by a guy in a Richard Nixon mask.
Okay.
But the thing is this guy, he looks like Dan Castellanetto. He's like bald. And then when he's getting the shit kicked out of him, I swear the Nixon guy sounded a little bit like the Futurama Nixon at times.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then the guy, when he's getting the shit kicked out of him, he's making like sex noises. He's like,
Yeah, a bit.
It's like, yeah, he's trying to femme it up because he's one of the drag queens from later. Mm-hmm. And he's like,
Oh, yeah,
like,
spoilers. This episode is called Kind of a Drag Queens.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the sax man, he's just up there just playing music while the guy's just getting the shit kicked out of him
Well,
with a
you
bat.
need to have mood. I mean,
That's the thing. Nixon's got a bat, too. And he's just, like,
Yeah.
beating the shit out of him.
He just random. He just goes up on this guy and kicks his ass, and he says something. I forget what he says.
I am not a crook.
He says something about something threatening.
Well, it's a specific line, but it's sort of important because that's how like they identify him, sort of.
Yeah, it's the no, because the line thing is later on the phone call.
When the president does it, it's not illegal.
He says something though, right?
He says something, but it's not the line.
Is that the specific thing? Okay,
No, that's later. That's later.
Okay.
And so then from that we cut back to Hoff and his date.
Yeah. He basically just threatens him because he wants to stop the drag show. Is what Nixon's up to.
Yeah. And then
Anyway, back to Hoff's date.
Yeah.
Because now it's like at the end of that date.
Yeah.
They just transitioned right to that.
Yeah. So they're having like a nighttime picnic
On the beach.
watching the bay at night. It's that's how literal we've gotten this.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised it's taken them this long to get that literal. I mean, how many times has it actually been on the bay at night in Baywatch nights?
Very few.
Yeah. And very few times are they watching that bay.
This is this is maybe 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, it's once again an issue of Baywatch day to night, but still, they're talking about a play that they went to, and how long it is, and how many tissues. Like Hoff is counting like how many tissues his date used during the play because it's supposed to be like an emotional play, and then she's like, "Oh, Hoff, you're not feminine enough for me. You're not showing your feminine side," and Hoff's like, "Yeah,"
and she storms off. It's real. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He. What is it? She just decides that he's not being feminine enough, like suddenly, and then storms off.
Yeah.
And he's sort of weird because he's like counting the tissues, which I mean, I guess the way I interpret that, he's sort of just sort of being jokey about it. He's like, oh man, you used like 15 tissues or whatever.
But the other thing I noted is she's like, you're not in touch with your feminine side. Meanwhile, he's wearing like a purple, like flowery vest.
Yeah, this is Hoff we're talking about.
Yeah, he's got his like, it's awful. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. So then, from that part, then it goes to the next day when they're finally somebody's working a case at some point, Ellerby's on the beach with his metal detector. They were hired to find
Metallic chicken.
You're so close. it's the metal of the meritorious moose.
Right. What is it?
Yeah, it's just a metal that
right.
somebody, it's like one of those fraternal order things. Somebody hired him to find it.
Basically, they're shitty knockoff of the Maltese Falcon.
And sacred order of the water buffalo sort of situation.
Right.
And Ellerby's got his, metal detector. There's a dog there. I don't know where the fuck this dog came from.
No, it's just fucking random ass dog. Just random beach dog.
But, of course, the dog finds the metal. When everybody else is fucking...
Yeah, it's like the
off.
what is it? Ellerby's like searching with his metal detector, and the dog's like, no, this way.
Yeah.
He's pulling on his leg. And then eventually the dog just grabs it and brings it to him.
Yeah. And so they're just two assholes who get paid for all the work that a dog accomplishes.
Yeah.
And
of course, while this is going on, Hoff is talking about his date.
The ridiculousness of that. Special note, the medal of the meritorious moose. No moose anywhere on this medal.
Yeah.
They show it nice and close to the camera, too. It's just a generic-ass medal.
It says best dad.
That's even too. It's like a star. It's like
I have no idea where the moose comes in.
yeah, it's like a gold bar with a star hanging from it, and that's the medal. It's like the most generic ass medal. It's the kind of shit that they pin on your fucking chest in TIE Fighter.
Well, I mean, I get it though. I'm guessing it probably isn't going to have like fucking Bullwinkle. Just you've got the bronze Bullwinkle.
I would have liked it better if they had just pulled a Bullwinkle medal out of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah. Anything. Fucking something. Give me something here.
Yeah.
Don't give it an interesting name unless you're gonna do something with it. Anyway. So then they go back to Knights now, and Ellerby's willing to steal Angie's lunch, which is just one of those like little cut fruit things with like cantaloupe and honeydew and shit. Yeah, for some reason he just wants to steal her lunch.
Yeah, he just wants to steal her lunch. As usual, Ellerby is motivated by food.
Yeah.
Yep.
When no chicken available, steal whatever anybody else is eating.
Seems legit.
Yeah. And so, there's a charity drag show at Knights, and none of the PI crew knows anything about this. They're like surprised. They have no idea what a fucking drag queen is. Like, it's the most foreign shit they've ever.
Yeah, they're just completely unaware of.
Yeah,
they're unaware of most of what's happened in Knights. To be fair,
it's true. They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. They just stand up in their office and jack off, as far as I know.
So the drag queens are getting threatening calls, and there's like one who's like, nah, we don't need you, assholes. We can take care of ourselves. And
one of them's super hostile about it, just like, nah, get out of here.
Yeah.
We don't need you. And
yeah, and so they're explaining they get these calls, and then this is the part that was weird to me.
And they also explain how one of the people got beat up.
Yeah, and they explain what happened earlier. That, and then while they're doing like getting stuff set up, this is the weird musical choice to me. Fucking Skilo shows up and performs like 50% of "I Wish I Was a Baller."
No.
Like he starts it, and they're like, okay, they're gonna start it, and then they're gonna be like, no, this is what we play here, and then it keeps going. And it keeps going for like a minute.
Goes much longer than I expected.
Like a full minute.
What is it? What's his name? Doesn't stop. He stops it eventually.
He stops it eventually, but he stopped it after the point in which I'm like, is he just gonna do the whole fucking song here? What the fuck? And they're like, no, we're stopping like right at the minute mark. He's like, no, we needed you to pass some time, Skilo, but that's enough now. We don't do that here. Go listen to real music.
Yeah, the guy who runs Knights.
Yeah, Lou Rawls.
Yeah.
Angie fucking digs the shit out of the song though.
Oh yeah, she likes.
She does the whitest mom head bobbing along with it. It's like, and then as this is ending, then Hoff gets a threatening call on his phone, and
saying not to take the case.
yeah, and then
et cetera, et cetera.
yeah, and then there's also, this is where the line comes in. Just wait till your father gets home, Junior. Is like,
Right. Yeah, that's like his sign off.
Yeah.
The Nixon guy.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then
What a
there's
weird sign off.
yeah. Well,
No.
they explain it
It's
later.
explained. It'll make
It's
it
not-
makes sense.
it's not
as-
inexplicable.
but it's weird.
Yes.
It's still weird.
Yeah. And then they go, we got, there's one asshole left his script here that he's like,
Yeah, this is where they introduce a whole new character who everybody's the beloved character that everybody knows.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's a weird thing about him is
Yeah.
that they just sort of throw him in this episode,
Yeah.
and he's integral to the episode,
yeah.
but they act like he's been around.
Where's the psychic chick? She hasn't been around for like 4 fucking
I
episodes.
know. I'm pissed off about it. She's the best character.
She just wandered off in the woods at some point.
Where's Poochie?
She's still in the opening credits, and she's been in like less than half the episodes. She's
No.
fucking named in the credits.
But anyway,
Yeah,
this new guy.
Wage dispute. Wage dispute.
But anyway, this new guy.
yeah. They got to return.
Yeah, they're
this-
like, oh, well, we found whatever.
yeah.
his
He
name
left
is.
his script here, and we got to
script.
Yeah, we gotta return it to him. And then they're also complaining about the case, the amount they took for the case.
Because it's not a lot of money.
Yeah, because their normal, they explained the rate here, and then I did some math, and I was like, these guys get nothing
Oh yeah.
because they're complaining because they're getting paid $600 for this job. Their usual rate is $300 a day plus expenses. Okay, there's 3 of them. That's so assuming there's no overhead, and they work the entire day, they make $12.50 an hour.
Yeah. Seems legit.
Yeah,
In 1990, what money?
1995.
Yeah. There's a bit of inflation advantage. That's
I
Yeah.
mean,
But
Yeah.
at the same time, that's also their wages plus supporting the business.
yeah. No, it's
True.
it's not a lot of money.
I mean, minimum wage there was like, $5, so it's not super low, but not great.
Yeah, they also have the overhead of the office they have.
Yeah.
It could be that
On
that
the
office.
beach.
It could be that office is super cheap.
Maybe.
Well, I'm thinking maybe Angie inherited it, right? That was part of it.
It's super sketchy. Like
We
'Cause-
we just don't
We
know.
know she inherited the business.
Yeah.
We don't know if she inherited the building.
She might. I think that might be
the
part
car came with the business, and we know Hoff stole that.
Yeah, Hoff just stole that. He's using that for his own purposes. But my thinking is that building is like paid off as far as the office is concerned.
So they just have to do property taxes and
Yeah,
whatnot.
they must have to do taxes and stuff like that. I don't know what other expenses are involved in that sort of thing, but
They got to keep Ellerby in chicken suits.
yes, they have to. They have to feed Ellaby's chicken addiction for suits, all sorts of chicken paraphernalia.
Yeah. Plus, they have to dress Angie like a mom
Also, every now and then,
to go undercover.
and they have to dress Hoff like a pimp every now and then too,
Yeah.
or gigolo.
Either one.
So basically, all of their money is going to the clothing budget.
as far as I can tell.
And the
Okay.
chicken budget. Don't
Yeah.
forget the chicken budget.
I think that might count as expensive.
Maybe.
Is it a write-off if I count the chicken as a business expense?
You could call that like a business lunch or something. I don't know.
As soon as you hit a suspect with a chicken, it becomes a business expense.
Maybe that's
You
maybe
just
that's
need to make sure that all of your lunch is what you pummel the people with.
maybe that's
Yeah.
Ellaby's angle. Yeah, that's why he's always bringing chicken into it.
Yeah.
He just wants to write it off
Yeah.
as a business
You
expense.
just have to weaponize your lunch every day,
Yep.
and it's so that you can write it off.
Anyway.
But anyway,
So yeah, they get to the place to return because they decide who's gonna go.
Right.
They do a thing. Get there, and there's this creepy dude watching it's like an old TV show, and it's this lady singing like the theme song.
I forget the name of that song, but
and the dude watching it, he's like, "Oh, Mom, you're the best."
yeah, he's just super into it, and then at the end he's like, "Oh, Mom, you're the best."
Yeah, and it's Angie returning the script to him, and he talks about like who he wants to play him in the movie that he's writing.
Because that's what the script is.
Yeah,
the script is about his mother's life, because his mother is this famous old actress
who was in the show,
who was in the star of the show that he's watching.
Yeah,
he has a ton of memorabilia for that shit in his room.
Yeah, like award statues and various bullshit like that, posters and whatnot, all up there.
Yeah, this show is big on the order of I Love Lucy type stuff.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like Sunset Boulevard situation here, or
and he wants Macaulay Culkin to play him
right
in the movie.
That was a funny thing.
Yeah, because he's like saying how it's like a big, supposed to be this big fucking thing that everybody's fighting over and whatnot.
Yeah, he's typing up his movie script.
Yeah,
and he doesn't shut up about it.
No, he does not.
That's the whole thing. Why nobody wants to go there, because they know he won't shut up about his fucking script.
Yeah,
he's that guy in California.
Yeah. And so then from there we cut to Hoff ordering a hot dog like a real jackass.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, I was super pissed off at Hoff for that.
Yeah, Hoff is the worst person when it comes to ordering hot dogs.
I don't know if it's like specifically hot dogs. For all I know, it's like specifically hot dogs. Maybe he hates this one guy.
He might just be an asshole to this one poor hot dog vendor.
But anyway.
Yeah, he's like, "Can I get a chili dog with the works? Hold the mustard, relish, onions, and chili."
Yeah, no.
He orders a plain fucking hot dog with ketchup and orders it that way like an asshole.
My only thought possibly is that like that's the only way that guy will accept the orders. He'll only accept the orders by reducing stuff. He won't add to anything.
Was it? It's like the one Jack. I forget what movie it was with Jack Nicholson. He's like, "Do you have toast?" He's like, "No." "Do you have a BLT?" "Yes." "Is it on toast?" "Yes." "I would like a BLT without the bacon, the lettuce, or the tomato, or the mayonnaise."
It could be.
Even at that point, then, who's putting relish and fucking mustard and ketchup on a goddamn chili dog? What kind of savage monster are you?
No.
A chili dog with relish?
My thoughts are either this hot dog guy is a complete fucking monster, or Hoff is just an asshole.
Yeah, one or both of these guys are irredeemable because of this hot dog situation.
Yeah,
maybe the guy's trying to give him a tip by having him ring it up with a majority of condiments and then reducing it.
But who includes relish in the works on a fucking chili dog?
Yeah, no. A savage. Some fucking Philistine who should be stoned to death.
Yeah.
Similar to the people that put carrots in Jell-O?
Yes.
No, this is worse.
No, it's way worse. It's way worse than carrots and Jell-O.
Yeah, because at least you can make a cake out of carrots.
Yeah, no. It's worse than... I again, highly disapprove of carrots and Jell-O, but this is worse.
Okay.
There's levels to these things. Carrots and Jell-O is not the end of that. Is not the end of that sliding scale. This is pretty close to it. There's something past it. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know.
Now there's a part in The Good Place where one of the guys just goes completely fucking broken brain, and he just buys a big ass pot and fills it with like chili and peeps. He's like, you put the peeps in the chili pot and mix it all.
Sure.
That's the only point farther than the chili and relish. And it's not that much farther.
And that person is insane at this point. Like, identifiably so.
I mean, the sugar content of a peep is not that different from sweet relish.
But anyway, hot dogs aside.
Yeah. And then the Boardwalk Blonde comes up to him when he's eating this monstrosity hot dog situation. and apologizes for being a complete wacko before. And
Gives him another chance.
yeah. And so then they end up on some swings at the beach because it's Baywatch. They gotta be on the swings. And they're doing a thing where they're obviously not talking about sex, but the whole joke is that it sounds like they're talking about sex because they're talking about crime. Like, when's the last time you did it? Oh, I did it. You know, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a real flat scene. And then
But the whole joke is that for most of the scene it's about what is it? Hoff thinks the conversation is about sex.
Yeah.
Whereas the actual conversation because it's the lady who initiates it, is about crying.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Hoff could, just think that crying is what
It could be.
sex is about.
It could be those things are just highly connected for the Hoff.
Yeah.
You have sex and you cry. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the lady's always crying. I don't know what the difference is.
I
here.
always cry after sex.
Yeah.
I just feel dirty.
And then she just takes Hoff's car, which is really the agency's car.
Right.
She's
yeah.
like, I need to borrow your car, and he's like, yes. Yeah, thanks. And fucking peels off with the car.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the other thing. This lady he's met fucking twice,
Yeah.
and who just randomly stormed out on a date. Just chooses to borrow this car that he doesn't own.
God, I forgot I called this guy Duncan McTurk.
What?
The guy with the script, I think his name is Duncan.
Okay,
and
sure.
so I just called him Duncan McTurk because I was tired of him already.
No, he's pretty insufferable.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, he's fucking talking again about this goddamn movie. He says like Meg Ryan wanted to do the movie for scale, but he said no to her. Because
Is this the Poochie they're pushing, or
kind of. Anyway, he says he's holding out for the CD-ROM rights.
Yeah, that was a funny bit. Yeah, this is the thing. He's just hanging out with them and talking about his fucking script.
Yeah, he's trying to big show them with this fucking script about his mom. Oh, he's the worst. At this point, I was 100% convinced he was Nixon already.
Oh no, yeah.
introducing a new character, and then suddenly there's this other character that's
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm like, there's no way this asshole isn't Nixon. He's the worst person in this entire show so far.
Yeah, except for possibly Hot Dog Man.
I still think that's on the hop.
It feels like it's on the hop. I'm just putting situations out there where...
Yeah, maybe the hop one day ordered a chili dog with the works and got some monstrosity.
Yeah.
Or he ordered just a hot dog, and he's like, "We do not sell just hot dogs."
Yeah, or that. Or he specifically, he just wanted a hot dog. He didn't want a chili dog. But this guy doesn't sell hot dogs.
Yeah.
He only sells chili dogs
Yeah.
minus things.
Yeah, because everybody knows when you're walking around on the boardwalk, you get a nice hot chili dog.
I know! Again, also fucked up.
That's definitely walking around food as a chili dog.
Yeah.
There's no way that doesn't end in a mess.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So, then Ellerby gets Nixoned. Like he's in like a dressing room area thing, and he just gets fucking dumped by Nixon.
Right. Yeah. He just pops out.
Yeah. He's mostly fine, but a drag queen that was also there goes out on a stretcher. So.
Because the drag queen got their ass kicked first, I think.
I can't remember. I think maybe.
I don't remember the order of operations
Yeah.
there, but...
We know Nixon can take an Ellerby and a drag queen.
Yeah.
2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah.
But...
I don't think he fights them... He doesn't fight them both at the same time.
No.
It's just one after the other.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You know, there's rules to this. It's got to be like a fucking kung fu movie, one at a time.
Yep.
Yeah. Ellerby knows how to be a henchman in a kung fu movie.
And you could probably take out the Hoff, but not the Hoff in his natural
Yeah,
environment.
it depends on how
No,
much
yeah.
deodorant the office
Right.
has on at the moment.
Yeah.
Depends how damp he is.
Yeah. He's sufficiently lathered up like a horse. He's
Yeah, if you
Well, it's aquatic terrain and it has to have enough salt water. That's just why the sweat.
the Hoff
works.
is like it's sort of like Popeye, but instead of spinach, it's salt water. You just throw a bucket of salt water on him in the middle of a fight, he'll kick your ass.
Well, blow me down.
no one knows what happens if in a pinch he just covers himself in soy sauce.
Is that too much salt? How does that work?
I don't know. There's so many questions.
What about the Dead Sea? Does that count?
What if it's just merely brackish?
Well, does it become like Super Saiyan in the Dead Sea? Just
I don't know.
Yeah.
And we're not sure. We don't know. We don't know the details of how that works.
Yeah.
We don't know if higher salt content is better or worse.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you can't have the chili too much salt.
Maybe. Well, in fact, we could be wrong about the salt content entirely. It could just be water.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming salt content at this point.
Yeah. So yeah. So they're being real shitty detectives because they're trying to figure out where this line came from. They're like, where's this line coming from?
Yeah, because the dude repeats the line
Yeah.
again after he kicks their ass.
Yeah. Like, this line's got to be something, and they're like, oh, fucking this whole fucking script thing about this goddamn show. It's the line from the show.
Yeah, it's a line specific. It's the equivalent of the
Yeah.
of what is it?
One of these days.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Bang Strings of the Moon.
Yeah.
Except that was what she would say. Wait
Yeah.
till your father gets home.
Yeah.
Cue laugh track.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole scene of them figuring this obvious thing out, and then they're like, and then this is when they decided to have to shove off in a dress.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the next logical conclusion.
Well, it's because the part of the whole threatening the drag show thing is specifically one of the drag queens dresses up as the lady from the show, and I think that's I'm pretty sure that Nixon mentions that in somewhere.
I don't think now. I think, it's obvious.
I think it's either that he only targets that person or.
I think they figured out that they all had dressed up as them previously.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah,
it's the people, the person whose ass he kicked in the under saxophone man was the previous one. And
yeah,
then,
when they do some detective work and like, what do all these drag queens have in common? Oh, they've all dressed up as
whatever her name
yeah,
is.
the mom of
yeah,
the worst person.
yeah. Mrs. McTurd.
Yeah, Mrs. McTurd. Yeah, sure, that's her name now. Yeah. So yeah, they figured that much out is that the person is obviously pissed off about that.
Yeah. So they're like now Hoff has to dress up as her. That's our plan.
Yeah, because none of the rest of them want to do it because they don't want to get their ass kicked. Obviously.
Well, I mean, because their only other options are an actual woman and a black guy.
Right.
So they're like, it's got to be you, Hoff.
Well, I mean, none of the other drag queens want to do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, I think they're trying to get one of the detective agency people.
Well, that too. Is that
and
way?
So then there's the whole thing of like Hoff's doing like the like, don't you even like look at the camera?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it cuts to them like plucking his eyebrows and like
putting makeup on.
Yeah, and they're like, ooh, you're gonna be a hot baby and all that garbage. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
Of course, Ellaby and Angie think it's
yeah, they're
loving it.
Yeah. So then
As you do.
Then they cut to like the fully drag queen Hoff, who looks exactly like Will Ferrell in the Janet Reno dance party. That's all I can think.
No, yeah, it's very close to that. It's very close to that.
I'm pretty sure this is where he got the Janet Reno dance party idea from. Because he was watching Baywatch Nights, as one does.
No.
Yeah.
No, Will Ferrell was definitely watching Baywatch Nights.
That's what they should have done. After they made the Baywatch movie with The Rock, then Will Ferrell should have done the Baywatch Nights movie.
That actually would probably be excellent. Yeah, no.
And the first half is obviously a noir, and the second half has werewolves. It's the perfect movie.
No, that would probably be good. Thinking about that would probably be good. Anyway.
Yeah. And you can have Idris Elba as LRB.
Yes!
All right, now I want to see it. I don't even like Will Ferrell, but I...
Idris Elba. Oh! You could have a tie-in that they're related to, like Idris Elba changed his name from LRB to work in Hollywood. Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I want now. This is all I want.
But no.
Yeah. So,
of course, as soon as he exits Nights.
yeah.
Because that's where they're doubling him up.
Yeah. Boardwalk Blonde is coming up the stairs to see him.
To apologize
Yeah.
for throwing it out again. Because that's what she... Because I don't know if we mentioned, but after he fucked up the whole conversation about crying versus sex, she stormed off again.
Yeah, she does not want to go to Giannino's dance party.
No, yeah, she's super not into it.
Yeah. She acts like she walked in on him, like, fucking watching kiddie porn. It's like she's like, oh my god! And just like, yeah.
Or just fucking a random dude, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, her reaction is very out there, especially for considering her previous critiques.
Yeah.
Like, you're not sensitive enough. You're not feminine enough.
You're not
oh, you're wearing a dress?
Side.
Fuck you. Burn in hell, asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's not cool with that, so she's done with him at that point. And then
I believe her line is, "I knew you were too good to be true."
Something.
There was something like that.
Yeah, whatever. She's like broken up with him 3 times.
Yeah.
And then they're getting their ribs in on Drag Hoff at this point.
Of course.
Yeah.
As you do.
And then Angie pitches the drag costume that I called Whoopi Ellerberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, obviously, you have to dress up as Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
And Ellerby's like, no. So, of course, you're like, yeah, he's going to end up in this goddamn Whoopi Goldberg costume. Mm-hmm. And then we get, like, it's right before they're getting ready to go on stage. Hoff is getting ready to go on stage. And, like, he's trying to fix his tits because they're, like, fucked up. And Angie's, like, not going to help him at all with it. She's like, I'm not going to fix your fake tits. And so he goes out and does the song, like the theme song thing. And then he fucking gets shot.
Yeah, then he gets shot. He straight up gets shot.
3 times, like, yeah.
I forget, does the dude actually like come out on stage, or does he just like stick a hand out of the
I can't remember if he actually comes on stage or not, because the shot you see is like looking into the wings, right? So you can see off stage from where Hoff is. You don't see the audience. It's him.
I think he just like pokes a gun out and just shoots him.
And he's like, bop, motherfucker. And so yeah, he fucking Hoff's down, and then it's like cut to commercial, right? You gotta think about that while somebody fucking tries to sell you Big Macs. Come back and it's like, oh, Hoff had a vest on.
Because they planned for this.
Yeah, that's why his tits were all fucked up, probably. Probably bulletproof.
Did they do the fake breasts over the vest?
Probably.
Yeah, it's the only way that makes sense, because really, the dress he's in, there's no room for the vest.
Yeah.
Like, you can see like his fucking belly button in this thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they painted that thing on the Hoff. And so he's adjusting the tits outside of that. There's no way you could have the tits, the uneven tits underneath that.
Yeah.
It definitely makes sense. Vest, tits, dress.
Yeah. So, he gets shot. Gets up, and as the chase is on, right? So, fucking chasing.
Chase scene.
Yeah. And they end up going to Duncan's house. Like, they chase him to Duncan's house.
Yeah, that's where they do heads.
And so you're like, obviously, this is fucking Duncan.
Right.
There's no way this isn't Duncan.
It's like, oh, he's just running back home.
Yeah.
Is it his mom?
No. But dude grabs Duncan, holds him hostage. He grabs him, comes out, he's like, what's going on?
Yeah, Duncan comes out of his house. He's like, hey, what's going on? Why are you fighting here? And then dudes... Yeah, in fact, they literally like grab him. They like find him like on his deck.
Yeah.
And they like start and they start fighting him there.
Yeah.
And they're like, give it up, Duncan. We know it's you. And then Duncan comes out, what's going on?
Yeah.
At which point he gets taken hostage.
Yeah. And then it turns out that the one who was like, oh, we don't need
the asshole one of the drag queens. He's like, we don't need help.
Yeah,
we don't need help because I'm the guy who's doing it.
Yeah, because I'm beating everybody's ass with a baseball bat.
I don't need any help to kick all these people's asses.
Yeah. And he's mad because he wants to be the mom in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a super fan of Mrs. Turd as well.
Yeah, Mrs. McTurd.
Mrs. McTurd. Sorry, McTurd.
Get the name right.
He's a super fan of Mrs. McTurd as well.
Yeah. So the big strategy is they have Duncan talk to this guy as though he were the real Mrs. McTurd.
Right. He starts calling him mom.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then
And the thing about it is this dude is like legit crazy, so he like totally buys into it.
Yeah, he's going with it. He's rolling with it. I'm the mom now. Look at me, I'm Mrs. McTurd. And then
Look at me.
Yeah,
I'm the mom now.
yeah, exactly. And this is when Whippy Ellerberg comes in to disarm him. And his most ridiculous. I don't even know what he's dressed as.
No, it's his outfit is the worst.
Yeah, it's like Black Raggedy Ann. It's kind of like,
yeah, it is Black Raggedy Ann basically.
Yeah, and it seems like he's got like a fat suit thing going on too.
A little bit.
Yeah, which is weird because Whoopi Goldberg wasn't like fat. She was just like not skinny.
Mm-hmm. Like Ellerby.
Yeah, Ellerby's pretty portly himself.
Nice felt dude.
Yeah.
All that chicken got to go somewhere.
He'd probably stand to lose a few pounds before he could be Guinan.
But yeah, that basically solves it. They've captured the Nixon pummeler, or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. The Watergate master. So then they're back at Knights now, and doing their whole little post. We got to celebrate those $600 we earned by spending half of it. And then I
think they're at the drag show.
Yeah, they're at the drag show.
The charity drag show. Whatever.
Yeah,
they're just hanging out, listening to music.
And then the Boardwalk Blonde comes up, and she's dressed as a man now. She's like, "Oh, I gotta go with this. Gotta do this thing with the Hoff. I gotta make this work now." She got like the mustache on. Hoff's kind of digging the drag king though.
Yeah, that's the funny. Yeah, so they make up at the end.
Yeah,
because this lady is fucking nuts.
Yeah. So next episode we might have some weird relationship.
I'm betting that she's gone.
No. She's never gonna be mentioned again.
Yeah, no, she's fucking gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't have her name in the credits. I think Lou Rawls has been in more episodes than the psychic. I don't even remember her name
just
now.
In terms of more episodes,
Was it
yes.
Rose?
No.
I don't remember.
I don't think
her
it
name.
was Rose, but I don't remember her name.
She's been in like 3 episodes.
Yep. There was a big one where she's in where she actually has psychic fucking power.
Yeah, and they're like, obviously we shouldn't talk to the psychic about any of these cases.
And then there was like 2 others, I think. Because she was definitely in the first one.
Well, she was the one that could understand
Didn't she have, like 2 legit psychic power episodes?
Well, she was the one that could understand the filing system, right?
Yeah. You knew what
that was the
hammers were in.
Yeah.
Hammers are in the filing under H.
Yeah.
Because there was the one with the painting.
There was the one with the painting where she could see the serial killer.
Yeah.
That was the one where she legit has psychic powers.
Yeah.
That's the only one. That's the one I think of where she actually has psychic powers.
It's always hinted at though too.
It's always hinted at. It's
Like,
she's like whenever all of her psychic predictions are basically never exactly wrong.
yeah,
Like they're maybe not quite right, but they're not exactly wrong either.
yeah. Now, like, obviously, we don't need this person.
Yeah, she has no talents relevant to her private detective agency.
Yeah, despite
She's just a psychic.
yeah, despite the fact that we're always failing at our job.
But anyway, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it could have been.
No, it's not as bad as it could.
Yeah.
It could have been the what is it? It makes sense. It's like it's not just nonsense.
Yeah.
Stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. They do a good job of making you think Duncan is totally the asshole.
Right. Yeah. They pull off the red herring thing pretty good.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, it's got to be Duncan
Yeah.
because all these signs point to Duncan. He's obsessed with his mom. He's a weird new character.
Yeah.
The fact that because they brought him in as if he was an established character, but nobody had ever met him, right?
All the characters have met him, but
Yeah.
we haven't.
Yeah.
The viewers haven't.
Is he like maybe someone from actual Baywatch?
That's possible,
I don't think so.
I suppose, but I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I
think
haven't
they-
seen any of this, so I have no idea.
I think they just wrote him like he's a friend of theirs,
Yeah.
and he's just in one episode.
I mean, they've done that sort of thing before, but this is the farthest they've gone with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've done stuff where we're like, oh, we'll take this to Bob. He knows about
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah. And none of those people ever come back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I assume Duncan is that's him.
I'm
For him.
hoping because he's annoying as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fully share the sentiments of the characters in that he's annoying as shit.
Yeah.
I think that's basically how it ends, right? Is
Yeah.
that he just starts talking their ear off about his fucking script some more,
Yeah.
and then credits.
And then it just pans slowly away out from Hoff's face. A sad violin music plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, not bad. Certainly not the best.
No, it definitely feels better after watching fucking Blues Boy.
It's so much better than Blues Boy. Oh my god, I was so fucking pumped after watching Blue Boy. Oh
Yeah,
man,
Blue Boy.
yeah, Blues Boy.
Yeah, no, that one was a real shit show.
Oh no, God,
So what's the rating on this one?
so I'm not quite sure where to put it.
What is our highest?
What?
6?
Our highest is 7.5. Episode 3, Silent Witness.
And I think that's the one with
No, Deadly Vision was
Deadly
the one.
Vision was the one with the legit psychic powers.
Yeah.
What is Silent Witness?
That was the one with the one with the kid.
It was mute.
Right. Yeah.
But that episode was like a banger.
That was pretty good. that was a solid episode.
Yeah.
All right. But
Destiny.
Destiny.
That was her name.
No, yeah, that's right. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. Yes,
So-
I mean, god dang. It's like reading the thing about fucking Silent Witness. That's the one with the fucking tilt-a-whirl fight. And
Right? No, that was fucking awesome. That was like legit exciting.
Yeah. Fucking,
So-
that's the mashed banana sandwiches one.
Right. But
right.
yeah, no, that was it's
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Yeah, so it's not up there.
No.
It's no fucking Silent Witness.
But it's like average, maybe a bit below, maybe a bit over.
Alright, so-
I'm not really sure.
So the first episode we put right in the middle.
Right.
We would judge everything according to the first episode. So far we've had 3 episodes under par, 4 episodes over par, 1 episode we forgot the score on.
I have to.
I mean, this one might be right around that middle spot.
It's very close to it.
Yeah,
that's
just-
for sure. I'm just not sure whether it's above or over.
Yeah.
6.25.
Because the first episode, what was the first episode?
That would put it above the phone sex one.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, it's like,
It's very close.
So,
Because
If 6.25 is above the phone sex episode,
That one was a 6 flat.
that was 6 flat.
Yeah.
So how about 5.75?
We put it above the first episode, but below.
But is it above the first episode?
Yeah, that's the question. The first episode.
First episode has the fucking bike wizard.
It does. The bike was pretty spectacular.
I personally think it's below, just because it's not as exciting as the bike wizard or the tilt-a-whirl fight.
Well,
Or-
the Tilt-A-Whirl fight is 7.5.
Yeah, or the tilt-a-whirl fight. It's not. It's also not. I don't know if it's as exciting as the phone sex one, because there's the whole thing where there's good stuff there.
So 4.75?
Yeah, that feels right to me.
I can dig. I can fuck with 4.75.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's pretty solid
Yeah.
as an episode, as a Baywatch Nights episode goes.
Yeah. It's
So
definitely.
score negotiation.
I mean, that's the big part of this. That's a big part of this.
Yeah.
thing. We have to negotiate the score. That is the ridiculous scoring system that we have decided on.
I like how it started out like fine, and with Silent Witness, we were like it's above a 7, so we'll like 7.5 because like we don't know, there could be a better episode coming because that was episode 3,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
were like we don't know, it could go up from here, it could go down from here, we can't put it at 10 yet,
Yeah.
but this is the best we've seen.
yeah.
That might be the ceiling.
It might be the ceiling. Well, I think we have to. I think we're going to have to revise ultimately at the end.
Yeah, but the question is, do we want to revise when we get to the halfway part? Which is this next episode will be halfway through the first season.
Good
We
question.
could recalibrate our ratings at that point.
No. We got.
Or we
We'll,
just
we'll
get-
at least get through the first season.
Get through one season and then recalibrate. I mean,
mean,
I'm not.
recalibrate.
We can add decimal points.
I'm not against that.
We also very quickly realized that with 10 numbers and 22 episodes, that decimals were going to be required.
No, that became clear pretty quickly. We definitely shorted Silent Witness a bit. That should probably be at least an 8.
Yeah. But we just didn't know.
We
it
didn't
was the
know.
third episode.
Yeah, it's true. That is why we came up with
Yeah.
the whole relative system.
Yeah.
It's because we had nothing to go off.
Yeah. So far, I think, for the most part, it's borne out okay. Like we've gotten roughly equal above and below average episodes. That we've had a couple real shit shows though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's the second lowest one? Because Blues Boy is the lowest currently.
Bad Blades.
Bad Blades.
That was the other thing. Episode 3 came after Bad Blades.
Oh, right.
Which was a real... Like, the bad thing is, I kind of want to raise Bad Blades up a little bit.
I know.
Compared to Blues Boy.
I want to. That's how bad Blues Boy was. I want to push up bad fucking Blades.
Yeah.
Everything else needs to go up,
Yeah.
and it needs to stay at 0.5. That's
Yeah.
how bad it is.
Yeah. Blues Boy is the racist Star Trek Next Gen episode.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Plus every bad part of every Lexana Troy episode.
Because Bad Blades was stupid, but it was silly.
Yeah. Blues Boy was just terrible.
Blues Boy was just boring and terrible and made no sense.
Yeah. It was awful. Alright, and then
Didn't it have B.B. King in it? Or was it just...
Yes,
It did.
It
It had B.B. King in it. Probably the best part of it. Just because B.B. King is there. B.B. King's cool, sure. But
If it weren't for B.B. King, it would be like -4.
I'm feeling like that may be the case.
Oh.
In fact, I'm going to attribute right now that 0.5 is entirely B.B. King. Like the 10 seconds or whatever he's there.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so this episode 11. What the fuck? Episode 11 is directed by TBA. First of all, yeah, they're gonna determine who the guy who directed this episode in 1996 is. Anyway, it's called.
It's actually King the Conqueror. He hasn't been born yet, so he has
It's called Takeover. So, has anybody worked on any of these before? No. This is like
Takeover.
all new writers on this one. No sign of who the director is.
Yeah, director.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Director to be announced in the current year.
Yeah.
I think we may have a winner for What's Below Blues Boy.
Takeover. So, what do you think Takeover is about?
My guess is somebody tries to hijack the business.
Ellerby finally goes out and takes out his own chicken stand.
That's the only thing I could guess. Is that
So Mitch and Ryan investigate company's hostile takeover, while the sexy Donna Marco buys the Knights Club from Lou. Is this Lou's last episode?
could be.
Does Lou get outed because he doesn't want to listen to fucking I Wish I Was a Baller? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he just get the fuck out of here.
Fucking Skilo comes back. He's like, no, fuck you, buddy. I'm fucking Skilo. Yeah. Wow. Does Lou Rawls just sail off into that?
I'm down it.
I don't know. I mean, he's a legit person. He could be like, fuck this place, I'm out of here.
No, yeah, it's true. I'm down in it, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
I'm gonna go play Mario Kart with Destiny. Leave us in the opening credits. We want to get paid still.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. TVA, man.
TVA. We don't know yet. One of
Yeah.
these years, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
TVA, Heat Death of the Universe.
I'm still just wondering how that happened.
how
Just
that
nobody directed it. It was an empty chair.
This episode just happened.
They woke up and there was a film reel on the bed, and they went, there was a movie?
my guess is how that happened is nobody filled out the Wikipedia page. But
I like to think that it just happened in an editing room, and they just stitched together individual pieces. All they had was an editor.
they just hacked together all the.
It was just B-roll.
Is this a clip episode?
I don't know.
They didn't hack together stuff from all the other episodes? Oh no! Oh no! Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried.
But what if all the clips are from Silent Witness?
Well,
What if all the clips are from Blues Boy? They're like, we have all this B-roll of that pan in on B.B. King's poster.
Yeah. Man, okay, so I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of worried because like, not about that. I'm worried about that, but I'm worried because the people who worked, like the writer and director for Silent Witness, I don't see their names anywhere on this fucking list anymore.
They were too good.
Yeah.
They're too...
They won too many awards for the Baywatch Nights episode.
Yeah.
They're too good for it now.
I mean, we do. Let's see here. There are some names that are familiar names coming up in a few episodes, but not for a while.
Maybe they got lucky and got onto a better show like NYPD Blue or something.
I don't know. They were too.
Or
I mean,
committed
or they
suicide.
died in a plane crash.
The
We don't
writer
know.
actually has a fucking. Oh, okay.
No.
He worked as a writer on Manimal.
Probably the best episode of Animal.
He worked on several of the early episodes for Baywatch. Whoa! He was a co-creator for Baywatch Nights, and for Thunder in Paradise, the show with Hulk Hogan and his speedboat.
Yeah. Dude just fucking loves speedboats.
Oh my god! How much of this guy was just cocaine?
Probably a lot.
I'm guessing at least 30%.
They would occasionally kick him. Just go, what? Here's the cocaine bucket. Give us an episode.
The Wizard.
Then he'd fall into a coma just every 30 episodes.
Okay, now he worked on a TV show I don't even know.
Oh?
Yeah, it's called The Wizard. Evidently, it was about a genius inventor who has dwarfism. And a CIC agent named Alex Jagger who was assigned to protect him from evil forces.
What?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Something about radiation poisoning. There was a Save the Wizard campaign. Is this the next show we're going to have to watch?
No. The next show we have to watch is Viper. We all know this.
No, we said there was a lot of options. There was that Nightman show. There's Relic Hunter.
Mantis. Oh.
Anything that has like 2 seasons and was syndicated in the early to mid 90s is up for grabs.
Yeah, I definitely don't know this fucking show.
Yeah, I've never heard of
Got
it.
nothing. I got nothing. I thought perhaps if I saw a picture or a logo, there might be something.
You're gonna be like, oh, the Wizard.
Well, I'd be like, I know this. And something like, I know this logo at least, so I've at least seen that. But no, nothing. I got zero.
It's got
Frank Welker worked on the Wizard.
David Rappaport like 3 years before he died.
I'm sure that's a good way to spend it.
Was this David Rappaport's last movie?
Last TV
Your
show.
last thing?
No, he worked on Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Nah, that's better.
Okay.
That's a better note to go out on.
Yeah.
He probably felt that they were about the same, but it is a step up.
No, he did take his own life by shooting himself in the chest.
Oh,
so it may have.
It was during. He was actually working on an episode of Star Trek TNG when it happened.
Oh, jeez.
They had to have somebody else come in and complete the filming.
Oh, jeez.
The episode was The Most Toys, Season 3, Episode 22.
Oh, it was that episode. That's right. Because he played the bad guy.
Maybe we should watch that episode of Star Trek.
I mean, that is what I want to do.
What we have to do is we have to connect every Baywatch episode to a Star Trek Next Generation episode.
Oh, geez, I don't want to.
Yep, there we go.
But yeah, anyway.
Oh boy. Yeah, so God. I mean, the guy kept working on Baywatch stuff. He even wrote for Baywatch Hawaiian Wedding. That was in 2003.
Dude fucking loves speedboats.
He fucking loves speedboats. I think that's a good note to end on.
All right.
It's hard to beat Dude fucking loves speedboats.